You know what could be funny if we do, if we load missiles at some point, and then two other guys get in one, and we do IFR combat.
IFR combat. Oh my god.
That could be pretty hilarious.
That would be really good for learning RWR and radar.
Oh, this is a big mistake.
Wouldn't be able to see where you're going. You'd have to make sure you're doing that away from the mountains, though.
Oh. Mountains make things more interesting, boy.
That'd be a really good way to. That'd be a really good way to get rid of some people.
Just throw G1000 there or synthetic vision, the whole deal.
Hilarious.
Hey, that might help.
If you mean that I can hear you now, yes, that helped.
Yeah,
So
I could hear you
play,
before.
shitlords?
I've got a DCS server up if you guys just want to fuck around.
Ooh, I'll fuck around with you. No lose.
Albatrosses, albatrossing.
Let me fucking jump right in that shit. Is it only albatrosses in there?
No, there's MiG-21s,
Or is there a Mirage
15s,
in there?
A-10s, Mirages.
Okay, cool, man. I will be right there. Let me take my mandatory shit first, because it's been 15 minutes, and like I said, my body works on a very tight time schedule.
I consumed Chipotle 17 minutes ago. I should be waiting for 19, but I've got to subtract 2 because I had the hot salsa today.
Cat, calm down.
Stay up or do I go to bed?
2.0 or 1.0? Is it?
We're in the Caucasus.
The Caucasus?
Yeah.
You
Well,
filthy
can you roll the wings back and forth?
Nigga, why you so...
Level the wings according to the artificial horizon.
User left your channel.
That's
Okay.
level for you?
For a
Affirm.
German it is.
Okay, that's weird. Mine show a bank. I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
Well, my Nazi meter says that's leveled.
My Nazi meter?
Oh,
Nazi meter makes sense.
Hey, I might have reset the horizon.
My
Accidentally.
Nazi meter. There's so many puns there.
What's the server name?
Because he's German, because he cannot see where he's going.
Albatrosses,
So
albatrossing.
goddamn funny.
Ah.
It might be off. I might have reset it after being airborne accidentally. It was such a shiny red
No,
button.
it looks fine to me.
And I want to call it nice. See you guys later.
Gute Nacht.
Good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
Don't leave. Alright, well my my DCS doesn't wanna... What the fuck?
Let's do some VFR unusual attitudes to start.
BFR?
So, yeah, I'm not gonna put the hood down yet. Gotta make sure we're picking up the correct wing.
User left your channel.
Who left?
So let's go ahead and pull the power back to 90%.
What's the name of your server?
Wow, that just lagged.
Yeah. Yeah, I opened it up for 16 slots, and hopefully my PC can handle that. I know the internet can. But we'll
that-
see what the PC can manage.
Is that power 1 on 90?
Yeah, all speeds will be N1.
Oh, it's frozen for me. Oh, there you go. Comes back.
Must be people joining.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. More challenge.
Yeah.
That's something you encounter in real life.
Occasionally, when someone hops onto the new frequency, your airplane just stops for a second. I hate when that happens.
Fucking black people.
Alright, let's climb.
What?
We're looking for 2,000.
Touch the rudder.
I'm a jigaboo in a jigga world.
If you want to get somewhere and I should climb steeper, let me know.
I would climb a little steeper, but you're PIC right now.
Let's see if I can find you guys.
Right, I pretend the hood is down.
No, hood's up. We're VFR. You should be looking around. You get 3 seconds to scan your instruments, and then you continue your sweep visually.
Alright, so I just discovered a pretty fucking cool game.
Go on.
What game?
Permission to increase power to get to altitude.
It's called
today.
Sins of a Solar
Is there?
Empire Rebellion.
Look.
And there's a mod called Thrawn's Revenge 2 Ascendancy. And basically, it's like a Star Wars mod. It's a RTS style game, space game. And you can control all the ships and, you know, it's pretty cool.
Keep that N1 at 100%, just for engine management sake.
Wow, missed my altitude.
That'll do. Okay, we're gonna skip the clearing
User
turns
disconnected
because
from your
it's
channel.
just all of us screwing around in here. So, on the honor system, close your eyes and continue straight and level flight.
With that joystick. Space, okay.
Keeping your eyes closed, 30-degree bank to the left, and then hold it.
You let me know if I'm off. Because I don't have...
And reduce power 95%.
You know I don't have to touch the stick to go off anything. You know? That sounded wrong.
I shouldn't have said a specific percentage because you're not supposed to be looking, but
No, totally. I have to kind of have to guess now what 9% is. Was that 90?
that's pretty close. That'll work. Okay, now pitch up, maintain climb. And maintaining this climb, roll the wings level.
I don't know what's level.
I know. I'm setting you up for an unusual attitude. I want you to do what you think is going to be wings level without cheating. Like I said, we're on the honor system.
Yeah, I could be level.
There is no
I
honor
could be
amongst
level.
the Germans.
Okay, let's do a steep turn to the right now. 45 degrees bank and pull.
Prepare for missile avoidance course.
I was expecting that.
Okay, open your eyes and recover.
Increasing speed, so I keep the nose up.
Yeah, maintain about 250 knots. Or whatever these are.
So adjust my climb rate to keep the speed.
Or power. Your choice. We're going to call that maneuver completed, so Go ahead and close your eyes.
Closed.
45-degree bank to the right.
Well, I completely overshot.
You know, I pretty much didn't fly that plane in VFR before, so I don't know how much stick input I have to do for that.
Yep, that's okay. We're intentionally getting into unusual attitudes here. Okay, keep it coming for 45 degrees. Keep it
Wait.
coming.
Oi, 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 oi.
Okay, now push the nose down and roll the wings level. Keep it coming. Lot more. Lot more. Way more. Okay, and recover.
You mean eyes open?
Yes. Okay, zoom back up, get some of this altitude back. Go ahead and bleed that airspeed down to about the top of the yellow arc.
While maintaining climb?
We're trading all that airspeed for altitude here. Nope, keep your power on. We're gonna bleed that airspeed with climb.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
transferring. Transfer the energy. Top of the yellow arc, deploy flaps and continue deceleration for 150. Maintain pitch as necessary.
$150 you mean? You said?
Yeah, what did I say?
I think 150.
Oh, okay.
No? 150
Yeah.
kilometers
Yeah,
per hour, I guess.
150. Okay, now maintaining that airspeed, reduce power to level off.
I
So
love
pitch
how
for
the
speed,
Mirages.
kinda.
I'm super cruising right now, 32,000, going Mach 1.10.
Yeah,
But
it's
no
pretty
afterburner.
fucking ridiculous.
You guys are way too slow for me.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
following
once you've
orders
got
here.
it. Yep. Once you've got it stabilized at 150 and level flight, then we're going to do some turns. They're going to be 15-degree bank. We're just going to go back and forth a little bit. Eyes open, eyes outside the cockpit. Just cross-referencing your speed and your ball as you go.
I'm not there yet. Actually, I'm past it. Never mind, I'm already descending.
So now you got to manipulate the throttle as necessary to climb
on
back
it.
up. There you go. We really should have worked on this stuff beforehand, getting some of these basics down in terms of controlling the aircraft at different flight envelopes, aside from just looking at direction, rolling, and pulling. I show us still in about a 400 meter descent, 400 meter per minute.
Hold on. Let me try to get to follow your first comment first here. Getting leveled at 150. I'm still not there.
Okay. Watch that airspeed. What's your response?
A little more power and nose down.
Power, nose down, and opposite rudder to keep that wing from falling. You don't want to mash it down, but you want to feed some in. If you actually enter the spin, that's when you mash the rudder. So bring that power all the way up to 100. Okay, now pitch to maintain 150 so you can get your climb going. So you can see you're using pitch to maintain your airspeed now, and power to adjust climb and descent.
Roger.
And once you get it trimmed out at 150 knots for pitch, you should be able to set your climb and descent with power only, and you shouldn't really need to adjust pitch very much. Especially in the jet, because all the thrust is coming from behind you rather than over the elevators and wings. You're not getting secondary lift effects off the prop.
I have hands off stick and it's almost stable at 150.
Yep. Alright, we'll call 1,800 pretty good. Actually, we're at 2,800. That'll work. Go ahead and make a left 15-degree bank. Maintain 150 indicated and level flight. So adjust power as necessary. Bring some power out. You're still climbing.
He has his flaps full down on my screen.
Yep. We're doing flight at minimum controllable airspeed.
That's really gay.
Not the most exciting thing we could do, but it is a challenge. Trying to cross-reference the instruments is really where the challenge is for this. Okay, we're going to conclude this turn heading north. We're going to stabilize, level, and then we're going to roll back to the right, and we're going to do a 360-degree turn.
Copy. Alright. Correcting.
Still creeping up a little in altitude here,
Woo,
and the
flying
airspeed's getting ahead of
backwards.
us, just a little. Disconnect
Doc, please
again?
tell me you saw that.
I did.
I was flying backward. That's the longest I've ever flown like straight backwards.
That was cool.
I could have fired a missile at you.
Alright, let's initiate that right 360-degree turn.
Hey, I'm learning
Watch
how
your
to fly
speed.
too, so
There you go.
like target practicing.
I had plenty of time. I could have launched a missile on that. That's cool.
Still got a climb going. Power.
My vertical speed indicator doesn't say so really.
Well, your primary instrument for altitude is going to be your altimeter, not your VSI.
I guess so, yeah.
Over time, that's what's creeping up on you. It's not showing much of a climb, but if you look at your altimeter, we're 150 meters above right now. So pull that power out a little bit. Let's get a descent going.
What altitude were you looking for again?
2,800.
And almost all
That'll do.
altitude heading.
It is ridiculous this thing can do
Speed.
that.
Altitude's within. You just got to stabilize the descent and heading. We're set.
Throttle
Yeah, I
up.
can't even keep up with what you're doing.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm disconnecting the fly-by-wire.
Like doing this awesome pirouette kind of thing. It's kind of weird. Could have shot me at least 4 or 5
Huh?
times there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's configure for landing. Maintain this
Okay.
heading, airspeed, and altitude. Bring the gear down, verify
Here,
flaps,
get, like-
and let me know when you're done.
Get like a mile behind me. I'm gonna see if I can actually get a lock on and shoot. Like doing this.
Watch your speed and climb.
Alright, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna drop my speed a little bit. Go like 200 or 250.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to climb. I just meant watch your speed and the climb. We're maintaining this altitude.
I know.
Oh,
I
I
just had to
forgot to
throttle
go
up
in
at the moment.
Alright, I gotta redo
Copy.
that.
I thought I did. I actually didn't. I just had to pitch for speed.
I'm gonna get a little bit further away from you.
.7.
Oh my god.
That was a close one.
Guess I'm as ready as it gets.
Okay.
I was actually able to get a lock on you.
Now we're going to do a power off stall, which is known as a landing stall. We're going to do this in a turn. We're going to put it into a 15-degree bank. You're going to decrease speed as though you were landing. Then you're going to bring the throttle to idle and begin a flare. And then you're going to recover from that stall.
So I'm gonna go lower than 150 in a turn with idle speed until I start to stall, which probably gonna
With a light
happen
bank.
immediately.
We're going to do about 20 degrees, actually. It's going to be like you're turning base to final, and you're rounding out right at the end of the runway, and you're starting your
Damn it.
flare.
Okay. You said left?
Uh-oh.
With descent or
You
level?
got this. You got this.
Go ahead, start to pull the power. Pull the power and let the... You've got it all trimmed up, so let the aircraft descend as it needs to. Okay. And bank. Maintain airspeed. Throttle to idle. Maintain bank. Okay. We're turning base to final.
Oh, what the
Go ahead, start your flare. And keep this wing low. Keep the flare going. Pull, 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 pull. Keep it pulling, keep it pulling. Here comes the airspeed. There's the stall. Recover. Right roll and rudder. Power, 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 power. And bring it out.
So she was still wiggling a little.
She was wiggling?
Yeah, well, when you said like power, like am I supposed to just do
As
stick
soon
center,
as you-
rudder against the spin or wiggle, and then when it's calm, then I roll and give power? Like as airspeed due to the pitch or free fall first before I get power?
Well, on my screen there was no buffet or indication of the stall. Did you get any indications on yours?
I wouldn't know where to read that.
Before
here. but it felt
Well,
like a stall.
Oh wow, I
Did-
just blacked out.
Did the canopy start to buff it right before it happened? The controls start to get real mushy and the canopy
Yes.
should shake just a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Well, at that shake, that's going to be the stall. We're not going to go all the way into the deep stall yet. Okay, bring the power up. Let's get a climb going. Maintain 150. Gain back some of our lost altitude here. Power all the way to 100. Full climb. We'll keep the landing configuration the same. We'll just climb back up in this configuration. Actually, let's reduce 1 notch of flaps. Bring it to takeoff flaps. That'll help expedite this climb. I want to give us lots of room to recover here. Easy. Gotta watch that AOA. So you can feel when it's starting to buff it and everything is getting kind of loose and shaky, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna work on the reactions for that. So the first 2 things in the stall that should be simultaneous, if you're not at full power, should be to increase to full power, and you decrease the angle of attack. So you release, or you release back pressure on the stick if it's just beginning to enter, or you push the nose forward as if it's really necessary.
Yep.
If you dropped a wing, you should have opposite rudder. You should be stepping on the high wing, if you think of it that way,
Yep.
to try and bring the low wing back up.
Were you looking for the 1800 again? Then we missed it.
No, we'll go to 2000. That'll be a decent starting point. Now, you saw what it took to enter the stall this time. We're going to try and do it without bleeding so much altitude in the bank. And we're going to bank as though we're making right traffic this time.
That is what? Like,
So we're
how much
a right
banking is
bank. 20 degrees, right bank.
that? Okay.
We're just opposite traffic pattern from normal.
Oh, missed it.
All right, make sure you're full flaps.
Hold on.
Oh, the pollution of that jet.
That was the turbulence of that F-15, I swear.
Oh, sure.
I'll take your word
blame
for it.
me.
Still trying to get back to the level 150 with flaps halfway.
Yeah, I should have had you accelerate for 170 with the half flaps there.
Well, okay, let's call that good enough. I'm gonna extend flaps full. Ah, she likes that.
Helps that angle of attack.
Does that thing have an RWR?
No, you locked me.
Oh.
L-39 doesn't.
Okay,
Okay, I'd say you're pretty well set up. This will work for what we're doing.
20 degrees right bank.
Get it pretty close to trimmed up here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you bring it
Okay.
to 20 degrees right bank.
Hold on, let me trim it out.
Well, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you were actually in the pattern, you're not going to perfectly trim the whole way down. You're just going to fly by feel. Should just be relatively neutral at this speed.
I know. It's either a lot of trim or I don't have trim assigned.
Okay.
Anyway, let's just go for it.
Okay. Pull the power, maintain airspeed. Then once you've got the descent going, start your pull. Okay. Pull, 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 pull. We're looking for the buffet. And
There we go.
recover. Get your wings level. Get your nose up. As soon as you've got enough airspeed, you want to bring your nose up, because
Yeah,
in
I
theory,
just did it slowly. Should I do it faster?
as fast as the aircraft can safely do it. You don't want to be manhandling the controls, but it shouldn't just be, lazy pull.
Okay. Well, let's do it
Especially in
again.
something like this.
Like low over the runway.
Yeah, we're simulating that we're only 100 feet above the runway right now, so if you take your time recovering, you're dead. And what we're trying to instill here is the instantaneous recovery reaction, so that if you feel a wing drop, you just immediately do what it takes to bring the wings
Okay.
level and get the aircraft under control.
Oh, this would be so cool if you could actually fly the plane too, because then you could provoke that, and then I get surprised by it.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and start here. We're in quite the descent already. Just keep the wings level and flare. And recover. Okay.
Have fun, Mr. F-15.
Keep
I'm going to 70,000
rebuilding
feet.
some altitude here. We're going to do a power on stall this time. Maintain power at 100. Bring the gear up. As it accelerates,
Not if I shoot you first.
get it up to 200.
Should I get the flaps up?
And flaps up, yep.
I forget I'm stalling.
I'm at 50,000 feet.
Okay, at 2,000, begin to pitch up abruptly. Not full deflection, just ease it back and keep it coming until she stalls. When you feel the stall begin, recover. Okay, put it in a right 30-degree bank and repeat that again. Okay, put it in a left 30-degree bank and bring it to a deep stall.
Like that?
Well, that was about a spin. Go ahead.
I don't know how deep. I can let us go deep.
Yeah. Essentially, bring the wing down to about 90. We don't want to go all the way into a spin, but
Okay, so I catch it before the spin, right when don't let the wings go past 90
Yeah.
degrees.
yeah,
Okay.
let the wing drop, but don't spin. Correct.
Right, stay at 100%. Altitude, I guess, is fine for it.
Yeah, we're a
speed
little
is
fast now,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Bring the power down. We want to be around 200 knots. You can go ahead and pitch up and bleed this airspeed faster. Nope, keep the power out. And bring it back in now. Power.
There's a delay on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wish that we both had control authority here. I would intentionally... I guess I'll just have to tell you to do it. Feed in some... roll left 30 degrees. Start your pole, power to 100. Okay, recover. Okay, power is set. Left 45 degrees, no pole. Okay, right rudder, and just keep applying until I tell you. And pull. And recover. Okay, get stabilized 200. We're not worried about a specific altitude. And 1 notch of flaps. Good catch on the airspeed with the pitch there. Let me know when you're stabilized.
Stable.
Here comes the fog.
Well,
You wanna die? Are you crazy?
Okay. Left bank for 45 degrees. Right bank for 45 degrees.
User disconnected from your channel.
Left rudder. And pull. Recover. Level the wings. Level the wings. Stop the pull. Level the wings. Relax the stick. There you go. Get the wings level. And bring the nose up. Whoa. Can you hear me?
Affirmative.
Okay, ease the pull. Get your nose down. The first thing you want to be watching is your attitude indicator. And if that thing is swinging wildly up or down, well, if it's swinging wildly up and you're passing the horizon, that's bad, because you're about to stall again. You want to get it to the horizon and arrest your descent while building airspeed, and then gently climb away. As long as you can stop the descent, that's what's good about the stall, or the stall recovery. So now we're going to do a right bank to 30, left rudder, and then a pull until the buffet. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Recover. Get some airspeed, level the wings. Easy, airspeed. There you go. Pull, pull, there you go. So you neutralize the angle of attack or get the nose down to recover your airspeed. In that case, we bled off a ton of airspeed, and that's when the stall occurred. You can do an accelerated stall by pulling back more abruptly and exceeding the angle of attack without decelerating as much. Just like when you drop a wing in a dogfight. Okay, gear, flaps full. Set for 150, level at 2,500.
Really? Do I have to?
Flaps full, gear down, landing configuration. Get a climb going back to 1,500. Power.
2,500, right?
Or yeah, sorry, 2,500. We're at 2 right now, or 2,400, so. Good catch. Easy. Watch that artificial horizon. Should be smooth corrections on there. And also watch your heading. Maintain 090.
Riddle me this.
So you cross-reference your pitch angle there. It's about 10 degrees up to maintain straight and level at this power and speed setting. $10 to 12 degrees looks like. So that's kind of going to be your 0 here for pitch. Just a ballpark figure. Okay, looks like we're getting close to stabilized. We're going to do a slow turn, 15 degrees of bank to 060. Watch your airspeed, maintain 150. Maintain 2,500. And a right turn for 150. Watch your descent. And keep an eye on your airspeed. Go ahead and get stabilized on 150, 2,500, and 150 indicated. Don't be afraid to use your trim. Once everything's set and done, you should be able to use your thumb and forefinger to make the corrections needed to
Yeah,
maintain.
once everything is said and done. I can't keep all 6 in line, or 5.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot to watch, but that's the point.
Yep.
It would be nice if all of these were laid out like a more conventional cockpit for Western stuff.
Also, I find it very hard to trim with that delay in the controls.
The delay?
Yeah, for example, in the vertical speed indicator.
Oh, you shouldn't be using your VSI to determine if you're ascending or descending. Only in...
No, yeah.
Yeah, just like the VSI, you should only glance at occasionally. Your primary is going to be your artificial horizon, your heading indicator. Well, your primary is going to be your altimeter, your heading indicator, and your airspeed indicator. And then your artificial horizon is just kind of home base. So you glance at that for a quick reference to what the aircraft is saying it's doing, and you assume that that's correct until you have reason to believe otherwise. So then you verify from there, okay, the aircraft is looking pretty close to right. Now what's my heading? Okay, what's the aircraft looking like? Still pretty good. Okay, what's my airspeed? Okay, what's the aircraft looking like? Still pretty good. Okay, what's my altitude? And you just keep zigzagging back and forth between essentially just those four in here, really. The VSI you would use for a descent. I mean, if you wanted to make a descent to landing, we would pick a descent speed, and then you would adjust power to a specified setting, and then adjust pitch to maintain that descent speed.
It's just
And then
very
you would use your
tempting.
VSI.
It's just very tempting because that thing, if that thing bounces up and down, you kind of like, I don't see that movement yet in the altimeter. So it kind of
Yeah.
feels like, oh, it tells me already what's about to happen, so I better listen to it. So I'm too low again.
Yep, about 160 meters. Or feet, or whatever this thing's in. I don't know.
Meters probably.
Yeah, you're at 7,800 feet and climbing, so definitely meters. All right, looking pretty stable here. Got you leveling off, 150. Everything's looking good. Okay.
Not for long.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a left turn. While turning, maintain altitude. Roll out 360, but accelerate to 300, raise gear.
Wait, gear was raised. Maintain altitude. You said 360?
Altitude 2,500, accelerate to 300. Roll out 330, actually.
Almost.
Climb for 3,000. Flaps 2. Alright, flaps 1, I should say. Watch the pitch. Your 0 on pitch is going to change as your airspeed increases, so remember that. And flaps 0. And recapture 330. Trim as needed. Keep coming right. Keep the acceleration up at this power setting for now. And level off.
I don't know where that pitch came from.
Wasn't me. I have no authority. I've been jerking around on the controls here and nothing's happening. Okay, now we're going to use the VSI. We're going to descend at a 400 meters per minute descent. I'm assuming that's what that measured in. So 2 marks. And pull power to maintain 400 indicated in that descent.
Okay, you just asked the impossible for me. I cannot keep the needle of that vertical speed indicator stable.
Manage your bank. Gotta keep the wings level. Bring it right 90 degrees for 330. You verified the gear is up?
Negative, now positive.
And roger. Okay, keep it coming right. Watch your bank.
Oh, when you said 90 degree right, you didn't mean 90 degree bank?
Right. This is working though. We're rolling out 330. Bring it 340 actually, and maintain that vigilantly. We're coming into approach for landing here. We're gonna do a theoretical circling approach. 340 for heading. Get that descent going. Trim is necessary. Pull the power is necessary. Matter of fact, once you're trimmed at 400 level, you should be able to just pull power, and it should descend automatically. That makes life a lot easier.
Well, I'm already in the
Watch your
descent now.
bank. Yep. Watch your bank. Let's bring that to 600 meters per minute. Actually, rapid descent and maintain 1000. So chop the throttle and descend. You shouldn't have to dive. Just keep those wings level. Chop the throttle. Right turn for 360.
The fuck?
Keep the descent coming. One more notch. Actually, we're not paying attention to the notch now. Rapid descent for 1000 meters. Is the throttle idle?
Hey, firm.
Okay. Boards.
I don't have the boards, or do I? Do I have the assigned? Are they out?
It's probably
sounds like it.
B. Keep it coming down.
Still in descent, should come down.
I'm just trying to maintain 400 indicated in the descent. So I'm saying keep the nose down. We don't care how fast you're descending. We just want to maintain 400 and an idle boards extended descent to 1,000. So you've still got another 1,000 to go.
Oh yeah, burns. I'm sweating like hell every time. I remember I was even sweatier in real life when I did this the first time. It's so bright, I can't see a thing.
My eyes! Go ahead and make a normal landing
You
on...
you lied at me, there's no runway in front of me. Alright.
Should be able to make a left turn from here. Configure for landing, you should be pretty well in the pattern.
Yep.
Be a bit wide, but that'll be alright.
What did we figure out for landing speed last time?
I think approach speed should be 180 until short final. Cross the numbers about 160 and touchdown 150 or less. You can go ahead and carry some power in. Since we're so far from the runway, if we lost the engine, we'd want to have some glide room. When not making a full instrument approach, for example, when staying VFR, you want to maintain as much altitude as you can to try and ensure that you can make the field as soon as possible, and then once you've got it made, keep it made.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna try to bleed the speed with power low in the turn.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah, this should be good.
Break.
Mm-hmm. You got the gear, flaps, and boards all configured for landing?
Well, I don't know. Do the boards need to be out? I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I feel I can't bleed enough speed here. Yeah, okay, I do need them. A little steep. Gonna pitch too much speed here, so I'm gonna put the boards out.
And you've confirmed gear and flaps down?
A-firm.
Okay.
Maybe not on your screen. Last time it didn't show it for you either.
Yeah, it's not. I'm just re-verifying because I have no other indication. Looking good. Retard. Retard. Hui, hui, hui. That'll do. Very nice.
That was very smooth. Sorry to praise myself here, but I didn't even feel the touchdown.
Yeah, it was smooth. I wonder if you can refuel the jet with me in it, if it'll indicate that. We'll find out when you get
Let's
turned
try.
off here.
Yeah.